What's up YouTube? My name's Kenneth. Today I'm solving the offset cube. In this video I'm going to talk briefly about how I'm going to solve this puzzle, and then I'm going to go through a bunch of questions you guys asked me on Facebook. So first off, in inspection here, I'm really just looking at the corners, and the way I solve it is I basically solve the top corners, the red corners, and when I do that the orange ones are done for me. And then what I do is I solve layer by layer, starting with the layer right under the red side, and then I go down all the way to the bottom. And then when I'm done with that, then there's a couple parodies that I have to solve, and those parodies take a little bit. So anyway, I came up with a couple algorithms for this puzzle, and I found this puzzle actually to be kind of difficult. But I came up with some algorithms to switch two adjacent edges with two edges that are directly above those two edges in the column of edges. And so I have an algorithm that does that. And then there's another algorithm that I used from some other puzzles that I memorized a long time ago that I found to be very helpful, that will switch two adjacent edges. And that's all that does. And using just really those two algorithms mainly, I can then pretty much solve each layer and actually fix all the parodies as well. So it's really just, probably are going to see me doing a lot of the same algorithms, but I just have to apply them differently to solve the puzzle. So anyway, it's a challenging puzzle. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun to kind of figure out puzzles on your own, and so this one was just another fun one to do. So let's go to the questions you guys asked me on Facebook, and I'm just going to go through them and rank them by the top comments, so the ones that got thumbed up the most. And I'm just going to go through as many as I can in that order, and hopefully I can answer some of the questions, and hopefully yours got picked. So let's get started. So forgive me if I say your guys' names wrong, but let's start at the top. So the first question comes from Vielko. And he asks, do you cube in public? And if you do, how do people react? Well, you know, like I've said many times before, I'm not really a speed cuber anymore, but I used to cube in public a lot, especially when I was in college and I was addicted to speed cubing, and I cubed 24/7. And I got a lot of reactions. I'm sure like the kind of same reactions I'm sure a lot of you guys get when you cube in public. And some people would stare, and other people I could hear whispering around me, and sometimes people would come up and I would get all the reactions that are pretty common, like, ooh, you can do that, I used to pull the stickers off. And some people would say something like, oh, I solved 2 sides once, or one time I solved 3 sides, but that's as far as I could get. And I get kind of reactions like that. I'm trying to remember if I got any really crazy ones. I guess there was one time it was kind of funny. I remember I was a passenger in a car, and I was solving a Rubik's Cube as fast as I could, and I was solving it, and all of a sudden the driver of the car, we were at a red light at the time, said, hey, look, the person next to you is watching you, solve it real quick, you know. And I was just about finished, and I finished solving it, and the person in the car next to us started clapping. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I used to cube in public, but not so much anymore. So, and that's probably because, you know, I don't cube as much anymore as well. So anyway, the next question is from Manolis, and he asks, have you ever been recognized by your fans in public? And I guess that, I mean, I have been recognized a couple times, but every time I've been recognized, it was at some sort of event, like the World Cubing Championships, or just yesterday and today I went to VidCon, and a couple people recognized me there. So I have been recognized before, but never actually out in the public, you know, completely out of context. I've had some close calls though. I've had people tell me that they've seen me somewhere at a place I was, so they actually did see me, but they didn't actually come up and stop me and say hi. And I've had another person actually see my identical twin brother, but that person didn't actually go up to him and say hi, but I know that he saw him because it was in a random place, like they were in Yosemite at the exact same time. And so he actually did see my twin brother, but he thought he was me. It was pretty funny. But no one's ever actually really seen me in public, like complete public. No one has actually come up to me and say hi. So I'm really excited for the first person to do that. So if you guys see me in public, come say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys. It's kind of, I feel like I've got a bit of a disconnect between you guys because I feel like I'm talking into a microphone and I've never actually seen you guys really, except for, at World Championships. And so it'd be really cool to meet someone on the street. So if you ever guys see me, come up and say hi. That'd be awesome. So anyway, let's go to the next question. So Matthew asks, will your YouTube upload schedule change once your son is born? If so, how? I don't know if you guys heard, but I am going to be a father, and that's coming up real soon, like in a month and a half. And will my YouTube schedule change? So I don't know if you guys noticed, but up on the top of my on the banner of my channel, it says I come out with videos. What do I have it say? Every other weekend. And you hear me say that every once in a while, and that's kind of what I have made my minimum schedule. And so I plan to stick to that schedule for sure when I have when my son is born. So you can expect one every other week. But lately, I don't know if you noticed, but I've come out with almost consistently weekly videos for quite a long time now, and I would really like to keep that up, but I'm guessing that I will not be able to. So I hope to do at least every other weekend, like I always say, but these weekly videos that I've been trying to do for quite a while now, I don't think I'll be able to keep that up. So I will keep my public schedule up, but not these weekly ones. So here's another question from Chris. It says, how do you react when you see someone cubing in public? And I've only seen a couple people cubing in public, but whenever I do, I go up and, the first thing I ask them is, what's your record? Because I'm excited, and I want to know how fast they are. And I've only really seen a couple people cubing in public. And one guy was cubing with a Xanchi, and I asked him if he had ever watched YouTube, and he says, yeah, I watched YouTube, but he'd actually never seen one of my videos. And he was a lot faster than me too, and I think he was solving in like 15 seconds or something like that, maybe even faster. So that was kind of fun, but I actually never really seen that many people cubing in public, but if I did, that's what I would say. So Kim asks, your wife can solve a cube. Can she show it to us? Oh, that's funny. I don't know. I don't know if she wants to. She can solve a cube, but I feel, I'm not sure if she'd feel that comfortable in front of the camera, and so I'm not going to force her to do it. But I'll have to ask her. So anyway, thanks for that question, Kim. Next question is from Philbert. He said, why is your YouTube name redKB? I know your name is Kenneth Brandon, but why red? Is it your favorite color? And it is my favorite color, red, and it was actually my nickname in high school. And so people would call me Red, and it's my favorite color. And so for some reason, a long time ago, I needed to pick a name, and I picked red because it's my favorite color, and then KB because it was my initials. And so my name redKB came from that. Now I'm kind of stuck with it, but I hope you guys like that name. It's kind of my brand, I guess. And so yeah, so redKB. Nick asked, how tall are you? I'm 6 feet 2 inches. I have no idea what that is in the metric system. Mark asks, are you going to buy the new Moyu 13x13? Also, why haven't you solved any cubes larger than the 8x8? Well, I guess, I don't know. I probably won't buy the Moyu 13x13 unless you guys really want to see it. And if you do, leave a comment and say I really want to see the Moyu 13x13. And then maybe I would get it. And then also, why haven't you solved any cubes larger than the 8x8? Well, probably because, big cubes don't really excite me that much, and so I really don't want to buy multiple big cubes. I want to buy one, right? And since I do have a V-cube collection, I want the big V-cubes when they eventually come out, and hopefully they will. Who knows? And so I'm waiting for the VCube 9 and 10 and 11. And, I'm in no rush to buy them because if I do get them, I'll probably only solve them once. So I'm going to wait for the VCubes. All right, Daniel asks, if you had the power to create a puzzle that is currently viewed as impossible to build, what puzzle would you choose and why make it? Choose to make and why? And it can be anything. So that's an interesting question. I wonder I don't know any puzzles that are impossible to build. I can't think of any. I don't know what they're trying to. Maybe he's thinking like the 7x7 used to be considered impossible to build, but obviously it wasn't. But I can't really think of anything. So sorry, Daniel, but I can't think of something. Okay, so the next question is from Matthew, a different Matthew. Will you buy and review the Moyu 13x13? Oh, I just answered that question. So let's go to the next one. Michael asks, what do you think about V-cubes? Also, what's the weirdest place situation you've ever solved a Rubik's Cube? Well, back to V-cubes again. V-cubes, when I started cubing, to give a little bit of context, it was a long time ago, and all that was available was a 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5, and that was it. And it was considered impossible to have anything higher than a 5x5 because the corner pieces would fall out. And eventually, Verdes was able to come up with a patent for the creation of 6x6, 7x7, all the way through 11x11, and that was like mind blowing. And the cubing community rejoiced, and I was very excited about these big cubes, and so I was very happy to get the 6x6 and 7x7, and I was quite impressed with the mechanism and thought it was pretty amazing. And so I was very happy with V-cubes, and I think I will continue to be happy with my V-cubes. And as a speed cuber, I don't really need the precision of the faster puzzles that have incremented on the designs and made them a little better. And so I don't need them. And like I said, I don't need the big cubes. I only need one of them. And so I'm just gonna get the V-cubes. I'm not gonna buy a knockoff. So that's kind of my view on the V-cubes. Wow, that went fast. Sorry guys, I didn't get through more questions than that. I feel like I only answered a couple, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyways. I am planning on making a video on the Maltese gear cube, and that should be the next video, and I still can't solve it yet, so I'm really trying hard to figure out how to solve that puzzle, hopefully in time for the next video, maybe next weekend. And if I can't solve it by then I might have to push off a week and do the weekend after. So anyway, thanks guys for watching, and of course, have a great day.